John chapter 20, verse 15 to 17. Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you seeking?" She, supposing him to be the gardener, said to him, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away." 16. Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned and said to him, "Rabbi," which it is to say, teacher. 17. Jesus said to her, "Do not cling to me, for I have not yet ascended to my Father. But go to my brethren and say to them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, and to my God and your God." In the first and second series, we talk about the woman. I said that the first time the woman heard from God was a curse she received. She received a curse from God. Meanwhile, Adam has already been talking to God. Everything God says, Adam gets it in his spirit and Adam walks with it. He makes it physical on earth. What God is saying in his mind, in the spirit, Adam gets it in his spirit and bring it to a reality on earth. That was how Adam was operating before Eve was made or formed. So when the woman ate the fruit that God told them not to eat, something happened to them. God spoke for the first time to the woman and said, "Woman, what have you done?" And the woman said, "The serpent begat me." And he said, a curse was placed on the woman. That was the first time the woman was hearing from God. A curse came because of what she did, the consequence of what she did. Now, Jesus died for our sin. He went to the grave. He resurrected as the first. It was a woman who saw Jesus first. In his resurrected body, nobody has seen Jesus. The woman saw Jesus first. That was the redemption that was to the woman. It wasn't a curse anymore that was placed on her, but she was redeemed. She became a messenger to his brethren. He said, "Go, tell my brethren, I'm ascending to God, which is your God." He was telling the woman, your God, your Father. So the curse that was upon the woman, which the woman heard from God the first time, she was redeemed. She was redeemed at that point because Jesus has paid the price. The woman was the first to see it. Why? Because she was redeemed from that curse that she got, that her desire will be the man, and the man will rule over her, and she will conceive in pain. That's why the scripture said the Hebrew women do not go through pain. No, they do not go through pain because they have been redeemed. So that redemption came from the resurrection. That desire to start desiring from a man, no, but rather she was sent as a messenger. Go tell my people. Let them have comfort from you. Let them have words that are blessings to my people. Be a good news carrier, not a curse anymore. Not the one that will be following the man up and down. You will not have a life. All you just want is to make sure he's with you. That's why you can't stay on your own. No control. Your control system is just based on the man. But God redeemed us, made us the one who will carry good news, the good news bearer. The woman was the first to carry the redemption preaching. The woman was the first to carry the redeemed gospel. The woman was the first because she was redeemed. That curse was taken from her. It was lifted. He said, "No, you will no longer desire the man, but no, you will desire God this time, and you will be a good news bearer. You will go to my disciples, tell them, I have, or I am ascending to my Father and your Father." So then she became a daughter. She was not disconnected from God. She was now fully connected to God again. That's why Jesus said, "Your God." It is no longer disconnection with sin because they were disconnected from God from then. The woman was disconnected. But now God has redeemed us through Jesus. And now the woman is seeing redemption for the first time. your God. You have been redeemed to your God back. You have your God back, like the way it was originally, why you were created, why God created you is back. He said, to my God and your God. So you are redeemed back to your original state. That curse is broken. But now that you are redeemed, be a preacher of the gospel. Go tell my brethren this good news. Go tell my brethren, the first person to preach the good news after resurrection is the woman. It's the woman that did it. And Mary Magdalene took off and went to tell the brethren, Jesus have risen up. He's no longer there. They didn't believe her. Like the way we preach the gospel now, many people do not believe. Like the way we're telling them Jesus is coming, they will not believe it. They did not until they went to see for themselves. Then Jesus appeared to them. But the woman was redeemed back to her original state. That's why when you see women, they give their heart to Christ, they run. They run so dearly. They are passionate about Jesus. That's why spirits are looking for women, because they know when women catch it, it's over. It's over. So the woman was redeemed back to her state. That's why when you see a woman, that's why Paul said in the New Testament, he said, man, love your wife. Woman, submit. No longer control. No longer a cause of desire towards your man. No. It was redeemed through the redemption of the resurrection of Christ. It was redeemed. That's why when the man submit to Jesus, when the man submit to Jesus, the woman submit to the man. So it's part of submission, not control. That's how it is. Partnership, you submit to each other. You partner. It's part of submission. You give me this way, I give you in this way. That's where the ministry works, or the partnership work. The woman was redeemed back to the original state that God made it. Today, I want you to think about what Jesus did. You as women who think we are still under the curse by tradition, by laws, by the way the world is, no, you've been redeemed. Come out from that curse. Jesus has redeemed you to be a good news bearer, to be a comfort to your husband, to be a comfort to the gospel, and for you also to spread the gospel. I want you to think about this. I'll come your way again.